Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm here with Tim Sansone, and he's the managing partner at the Organic Recycler. He's lead sales and marketing for the company, and the U.S. Composting Council has certified Tim as a certified composting operation manager. And that is a big deal because there aren't a whole lot of us in the United States. So Tim has so graciously taken the time to talk to us today so you can get to know a little bit more about him and the Organic Recycler. So Tim, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. We really appreciate the opportunity to chat with you for a few minutes. And thank you for everybody for chiming in and watching us as we talk about composting.
Because it is, I mean, it's kind of our future. We can't do any, like, we're beyond the point of just doing the status quo. We have to do more at this point, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. There's so many sustainable ways to go forward, and whether it's composting or land application or cattle feed, you got to have some avenue to keep that sustainable efforts alive and keep that food waste from just going to the landfill.
Yeah, you have to have a plan. So, with that said, I know the organic recycler does a ton of things, and many people may not have even heard of the organic recycler. So tell us, what are you most currently known for, Tim?
Absolutely. Thanks, Jennifer. We are probably most known for our organic soils and mulches. We have 5 locations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where we bring in organic materials, food waste, wood waste. We compost that, and then we process it further into mixed soils or colored mulches, and then we sell those in bag products to local landscapers, nurseries, and retail residential homeowners. And so our high quality has really helped us grow and be a name stake in this community. And it's been a great ride in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
And I really appreciate that y'all service just regular customers, right? Because a lot of companies as large as yours, they don't service individuals. They usually service business to business or that sort of thing. So, like you'd mentioned, what is the smallest unit that someone could order that y'all then deliver to their house for personal use?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll deliver as small as 1 cubic yard, or we even have a program that runs in the spring called My Neighborhood Mulch. And it's an opportunity for neighborhoods to get together and do large quantity orders on an individual basis, but you do it as a HOA or as a team, and we can deliver just 10 bags of mulch or maybe a few bags of soil to that house. And it's a really personal opportunity for us to connect with those people one-on-one and deliver that just a bag of product to somebody. Not many people are willing to make that effort, and it's not a high profitable operation for us, but it's an opportunity for us to connect with the community and push our product out in the marketplace so more people know about us.
And y'all have really great product. What differentiates it from some of the big box stores is number one, if you save me from having to go to any of those big box stores on a weekend, yes, thank you so much. Number two,
Yes.
yeah, right. I've opened up some of those things and it's nothing but just wood chips, which is not fantastic. And what you actually have, I mean, if someone wanted wood chips, you could provide that. But what y'all actually deliver is really good, nutritious soil. So thank you for providing such a great service.
Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah. In fact, all of our mulches have been decomposed and are an organic process. So even the mulches that you may buy in a bag at the store, not necessarily have those gone through an organic decomposition process. But when you put mulch on your yard, you actually want that mulch to decompose. You actually want, because it has all these microbes in there, it has all these nutrients in there. And if that mulch isn't decomposing, well, then it's just going to sit there, and yeah, you'll get some moisture barrier. Yeah, there's some added benefits, but you're missing a critical element. And you bring that organic nutrients, but you also bring the microbial activity that really benefit your soils in just the mulch alone. So whether it's mulches or soils, it's just a passion of ours to provide that high quality product.
Yeah, you're making the USCC very proud right now, Tim. You're definitely you definitely know your stuff with compost.
Yeah, I'm
No,
nerding out.
but it's so easy to nerd out on this stuff because like in 1 tablespoon of compost, it's like billions and billions of like really good microbial activity and like actors and decomposers. So anyway, for another topic. So what part of your business is something that people might not know about?
You touched on it just slightly there about the scale. We started our business 10 years ago with just one location, and it was just a pickup truck and just trying to bring in greenways to our site. And we now have, like I said, 5 locations, about to open a 6th. And the amount of equipment and operation that's behind the scenes, people don't realize. They buy a bag of mulch and they go, okay, great. But the amount of effort to make that possible, we operate, like I said, the largest composting footprint in Dallas-Fort Worth area. The hundreds of thousands of yards that we compost a year is just remarkable. And it's amazing that we can provide that benefit to the community. When we bring in materials from food manufacturers that may have gone to the landfill, or we bring, our hands in so many things, whether it's land clearing, we work with developers to bring that wood waste back, whether it's manufacturers or partners like Turn Compost in order to bring that food to us. It's our hands are in so many things, but we haven't lost that quality. And that's what I really want everybody to know is like, if you buy a bag of our product, we're grateful, but we'll stand behind that. And that's what really matters.
That's
So
awesome.
the scale of our business is what I want everybody to know. Hey, these guys are the biggest and best in the market.
And no job is too small, which is really lovely that you do that because like you said, previously, you do service the residential clients, and sometimes when it's a company that's so large, they just don't have the time for that, or they think that's not as important. But your focus on community is also something that sets you apart. And that's why we love that partnership with you, because those are the type of people we want to work with. We want to constantly reinforce these community connections with, companies that know their why. It's not just about, yeah, of course we need to make money because we have employees and we want to create jobs and all those things, but really putting an emphasis on the why, and that connection is huge, and it definitely does set y'all apart without naming other names. So go with the organic recycler, just,
Oh yeah.
go with the
Yep.
organic recycler. So with that, you also mentioned that y'all have a ton of equipment, which is impressive because y'all are not that old of a company. So that's impressive. What is your favorite piece of machinery or equipment?
Yeah, actually, it's our food depackager. Something we purchased just recently in the last year. It's not the largest, the loudest, or the fastest machine we have. We have 1,000 horsepower grinders. We've got super high speed. It's not. Well, most people look at it and go, "Wow, that's just
What's that?
boring piece of equipment."
Yeah.
But the coolest thing is that you can take like let's just say a Lunchable. If you got kids, you probably have those in the fridge. You tear them open and they've got crackers and meat and cheese. Well, this machine, you put that in its cardboard original contents into this deep food depackager. The food depackager will shred it in a way that the plastic goes one direction and all the food goes through these screens to another unit. So we receive thousands of tons of food waste a year in package form now that we previously would not have been able to receive. And so I'm extremely ecstatic about the potential for what this is. I mean, it's not only going to help revenue for us in the business growth, but you think about the opportunity for the community. Now that all these manufacturers that would previously be sending this to the landfill because they didn't have an option, this machine is providing a solution to them, and we're ecstatic about being able to provide that. So I definitely see this thing growing and providing a benefit to the community.
I think y'all should post a photo of that on your Facebook page. Just like
Well,
meet RD Packager, because before you mentioned it, I was like, I don't know. But it also prevents your employees from having to I mean, it would take hours for an employee to do something
oh
like
yeah.
this and potential injury or whatever, all those boxes and whatever. But that's really cool. I'm gonna look out for that picture on your Facebook account. So the deepak.
All right. We'll definitely. I'll put your notes in there. I'll link it to you.
Awesome. And then lastly, we're winding down our interview, but what inspired y'all to create this company?
Yeah, I think sustainability. So my partner Judd Smith and I are the owners of the company, and together we just have this idea of recycling. That is the core of our business, the organic recycler. And we started out, like I said, just focusing on green waste recycling. And it didn't take long, and we thought, okay, well, now we can do food waste, then we can do wood waste, and we can do grasses, and we can mix all this together. And now we're at a point where we are recycling bales of aluminum and plastic and film. And when I say film, it's a LDPE film that's on shrink wrap. You name it, in glass. I mean, we are now trying to recycle everything that touches our business, trying to be 100% sustainable We believe that you can reuse, repurpose, recycle. That is the nut in a nutshell what we're all about. Like, how do you repurpose this and recycle this product instead of it going to landfill? And we think about that in all aspects of our business. And the cool part is we started out with just a little idea, and it's blossomed into a very large, fun company. And I think that recycling green waste is is tangible. People see it, and they see it in their homes when they're talking about, oh, we're going to throw this milk carton in the recycle. Like, it's tangible. People can see it. And when you come out to our facility, you can see the magnitude of what we're doing, and it's just fun. I love it, and I have so much energy to keep going when people ask me about it.
Yeah, and I see photos of your adorable children in the background. I imagine
Oh,
that also helps inspire you because, I'm a firm believer in leaving this planet slightly better. I mean, I'm one person, but like if we can, you know, practice certain things that make our planet a little bit nicer than when we arrived, or if we can help in some way, I feel like that's really great. One of the things that really sparked my interest in sustainability was, I don't know if you've seen this before, but it was a Sesame Street cartoon in which the kid leaves the faucet on as he's brushing his teeth, and as there's a split screen, much like what we have here, and as the water is going, the water from the lake is decreasing, going down the.
oh, neat.
So that was like such a mind-blowing moment for me as a kid. I was like, "Oh my gosh, we have to conserve water." Was it something like that for you and Judd? Or what was there like a key moment in your lives where you're like, "We got to do something, man."
I don't know that I had that epiphany of like, we got to do this, but I can say that I went to Texas Tech for an engineering degree, and my primary focus was sustainability. And so I think I've always had this desire to say, hey, how can I reprocess this wastewater to make it cleaner, faster, and more efficient? Whatever it was, I was always like, man, we can reuse this. This is incredible. Why throw it away? And I think that that's always just been a part of me. And this business has given me the ability to give back to the community and share my passion. So it's definitely there. It's definitely fun.
That is awesome. And one oddball question, which we had talked about previously. I know your company also provides like tree clearing for like large swaths of land. Like if there's a ton of trees, don't worry, we're not advocating for tree killing. But if there's an invasive species that you have to clear out, or there's something, the organic recycler can handle that for you. I was asking Tim earlier, I said, well, what sets you apart from the goats that clear this stuff? Because there's now a business, I don't even know the name, but there are businesses promoting, they will bring their goats over to your wooded area and they'll clear all this shrubbery. And I'm like, number one, goats don't travel well. They get really, really stressed out when they travel. So that's a bit cruel. And so I'm
Huh.
going to say just go with Tim and Judd and call the organic recycler, because they employ people, they work with the community, and there's no animal cruelty involved. So would
That's
you
right.
agree to that statement, Tim?
Absolutely. Yeah, those goats need a break. Let them go eat something else. We'll give them some hay. Yeah,
I don't think they get paid enough. So,
that's right.
well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That was really fun. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. The organic recycler is basically what allows Turn to service so many commercial clients, and our partnership with them is incredibly important. So, Tim, any parting words?
Oh no, thank you very much, and we really appreciate the opportunity to serve the community. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Jennifer.